6 months. It's so crazy to say that out loud. I just feel like I'm literally living my like middle school years, middle school dream. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you. I thought a lot about what I wanted to do. Obviously, I've had a really long time. I'm now like 24, about to be 25, and I've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel for 10 plus years. And every single time there was always like, I need a better camera, or, you know, I need to have like a better environment. Like, you know, it's just like all these different things. Like literally, like somebody said this, like perfectionism is a way, something along the lines of perfection. Honestly, I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do with my channel and what I want to post on here. And I'm honestly taking it a video at a time. I'm not one of those people where I'm like, I have like a strategy kind of, like I kind of, obviously I'm really into beauty and skincare. I guess those are kind of like similar, beauty, skincare, and just talking about life and lifing. Kind of talked about that on my like my second video I've ever posted. But yeah, I think like whenever I post beauty videos, I think my biggest thing when I do makeup, because I'm not a professional, and I think like I never said I was, but I think my biggest thing too is work with what you got. Like if you want to go out and buy, you know, whatever you see, obviously like fine, like I understand that. I really just want to build a community where, you know, I think something that I mentioned, I think in my bio, is like self-care, right? And I tend to touch a little bit on like, you know, mental health. You know, I had my video where I talked about seasonal depression, which I kind of want to do an updated video on that, because I'm definitely going to do an updated video. It won't be that long, just me talking about my experience with seasonal depression, since I feel like we're kind of coming out of it, since it is the end of February, or it's the last day of February. I'm recording this on February 28th. So I feel like I kind of had some thoughts about, you know, what I said in the video and how I implemented those in my life. But I think when it comes to like self-care, and I feel like we talk a lot about self-care, which I think is great. I think for me, something I've been thinking a lot about is, you know, community care, self-care, and like community care, and how we care for each other. And I feel like for me, like my biggest thing that I've talked a lot about is like, you know, as someone who's like an Haitian immigrant, I grew up in an environment where it was very much like the community, like the village is what takes care of you. And I feel like coming to the US is very much of like your immediate family, meaning like whoever birthed you or whoever is like your primary care, like like that is your family. And I think like I really do miss that aspect. So when I talk about like, or when you see community care in my bio, if I mention it, it literally just means like, how do we care for each other? Like, how do we show up for each other? Like I live in New York. I can't even tell y'all my neighbor's name. Where I'm from, it's like you could be able to like, hey, can you give some sugar? Or do you have any sugar? Do you have any oregano? Like whatever seasoning. And I think what I want to do is create a community. I think a lot of people say this on YouTube, but I think like creating a community where we're able to talk about beauty, where we're able, and what we're learning in regards to beauty and skincare for each other, virtually, or care and show for each other in person too. So I think that's really important to me. And I've been thinking, I mean, I don't have it all fleshed out, but I think like moving forward when it comes to my videos, I hope that we're able to comment section and talk about, like I said, beauty and skincare, what new products, or anything that's working for you. Like, hey, like I have this issue with my skin, what has worked for you? I wanted to say thank you so much. I think we're at 87 subscribers, which I can't even, which to me, I know it sounds like, oh, that's small. No, literally, I can't believe it. 87, real quick, since we're talking about like makeup and new things. If you haven't seen my new short video, I feel like my brows look so much better. And I'm looking at my vanity here, like I feel like my brows look so much better. And I don't know if it's because I recently got it done. Like I literally got my brows threaded, and yes, I do get my brows threaded like 6 hours ago. Maybe that's because like it looks extra sharp, but I like, because I don't have that much hair on my brows, but I like how it's like the hairs just look very like natural, you know, obviously, even though I did fill it in. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And I tried a different technique too. I actually ended up using an orange eyeshadow. I usually use an orange eyeshadow, and I did not set my face, which is really interesting. This foundation has been sitting on my face for the past 10-15 minutes now. I didn't set my face, But I did, while my skin was still kind of like damp or a little wet from the foundation, I used the eyeshadow, like the orange eyeshadow, starting from my temples, like just making my way here, which I think a lot of makeup artists and professionals have been recommending, but I just never actually tried it. But I think it looks really good. I feel like maybe because my hair is also pulled up, but I feel like it really just like gave me a really lifted look, which just looks really nice. All right, I'm gonna stop now. If you like this video, then feel free to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to tell me what kind of content you like to see moving forward. And if you like this video, you watched it, this is your first time watching me, you're like, yeah, I kind of like her, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.